So, how does a genuine war hero, a guy who fought for his country, end up becoming the very thing he hates most? Well, that's what we're here to do. In this explainer, we're going to deconstruct one of the greatest films ever made, The Godfather, and really dig into the tragic, incredible transformation of its central character, Michael Corleone.
Okay, so right at the heart of The Godfather, you've got this massive, stark contrast. On one hand, there's Michael Corleone. He's the all-American war hero, right? He just wants a normal, quiet life. But then, on the other side, you have this chilling image of the man he eventually becomes, a cold, strategic, calculating Don. He is literally the embodiment of the world he swore he'd never be a part of. And the entire movie, really, is about the journey from point A to point B.
So yeah, the question that drives this entire epic story is actually pretty simple, but it's so profound. How on earth does this guy become that guy? That's the tragic journey we're going to follow step by step.
All right, first things first. To really get Michael, you've got to understand the world he comes from. So, let's set the scene. We're in New York, 1945, and the Corleone family, well, they operate in a world of power that's all their own. And the man at the very center of this universe, that's Don Vito Corleone, the Godfather himself. Now, sure, he operates outside the law, but this is a man who lives by a very strict personal code. For him, loyalty, that's not just some word you throw around, it's a bond. Family is absolutely everything. It's the foundation of his entire empire. And respect, that's the currency of his world. But, things are changing. It's the post-war world, and the Corleone family's old-school ways, they're about to be seriously challenged. There's a new, much more dangerous business emerging, and it's going to lead to an offer that will test Don Vito's principles to the absolute breaking point.
And it's crazy how fast things spiral. It all kicks off with a business proposition. A drug dealer, this guy Salazzo, he wants to go into business with them. Don Vito says no way. He calls it a dirty business. Well, the comeback is swift and it is brutal. An assassination attempt on the Don. And just like that, the fuse is lit. The whole city just explodes into a gang war.
And this war, this is the event that's going to change Michael Corleone's life forever. I mean, the violence he worked so hard to get away from, it's literally on his family's doorstep now. And it's pulling him right into the storm, pushing him closer and closer to his own point of no return.
It's so important to remember where Michael is at the start of all this. He's drawn a hard line in the sand. He's the family outsider, the clean one, the one who went to college, who fought for his country. He's got his civilian girlfriend, Kay, and together they represent a future that has absolutely nothing to do with the family business.
And this is what makes his whole transformation so incredibly tragic. He's not pulled into this world by ambition or some thirst for power. Nope, it's a choice he makes out of love. When his father is shot down in the street, Michael sees his family suddenly so vulnerable. And in that one moment, he decides he has to be the one to protect them.
This right here, this is the moment everything changes for good. In a move that is just ice cold and perfectly calculated, Michael sets up a meeting and personally executes Salazzo and a corrupt police captain. 2 pulls of a trigger, and just like that, the war hero is gone. He's a killer now. There's no going back.
So that one act forces him to run. He has to go into exile, hiding out in Sicily. And while he's gone, his family's world just keeps crumbling. His fiery, hot-headed brother, Sonny, gets ambushed and is just brutally murdered. And that loss, it hardens Michael completely. The man who comes back to America is not the same idealistic kid who left. He's now cold, quiet, and dangerously strategic.
So he's back, a totally changed man, and now he's in a position to take control. Think about it. His father is getting older, his big brother is dead. He steps right into that power vacuum and starts planning his final, decisive move.
Then, when Don Vito dies of natural causes, it all becomes official. The torch is passed, Michael inherits the title Don Corleone. He is now the head of the family. All the power and all the crushing weight that comes with it is now on his shoulders.
And this is where we see the new Michael in all his glory. He doesn't just fight his enemies anymore, he eradicates them. In one of the most iconic sequences in all of cinema, he orders the simultaneous hits on the heads of all the rival families. It's one single, perfectly orchestrated move that wipes out every single threat and makes the Corleones the undisputed, most powerful family in New York. Game over.
Okay, so all of this builds to the film's final, absolutely chilling scene. And it's just one moment, but it perfectly captures not just Michael's complete transformation, but also the terrible, terrible cost of all that power.
So his wife, Kay, she confronts him. She's begging him, "Is it true? Were you responsible for all this killing?" And he looks her dead in the eye, and he lies to her. Just moments later, his men come into the room to pay their respects, and they call him Don Corleone. And as they do, that office door slowly closes on Kay, shutting her out of his world, physically and symbolically, forever.
And that closed door, that says everything, doesn't it? The journey is complete. The separation from his old self, from any shred of his old morality, it's absolute. Michael Corleone, the war hero, is gone. The new Godfather has taken his place.
You know, the reason this story is still such a masterpiece is because it's about so much more than just gangsters. It taps into these huge, universal ideas, right? Like the impossible choice between power and family, or the way loyalty can twist and curdle into betrayal. And ultimately, it's a story about the absolutely corrupting, soul-crushing influence of power.
Which leaves us with one last, kind of haunting question to think about. By becoming this ruthless protector that he thought his family needed, did Michael Corleone actually save them? Or, by embracing all that darkness, did he just damn them in the end? That right there is the complex, messy legacy of The Godfather.